candidates can come and people...
Ben Carson's quiet, dignified approach is a big part of his appeal, but he says his calm demeanor was carved out of a violent past.
As a teenager, I would go after people with rocks and bricks and baseball bats and hammers.
Carson wrote in his book about striking a schoolmate in the face with a combination lock, nearly punching his mother, smashing a kid's face with a rock. Carson said he also tried to kill a friend identified as Bob in a disagreement over the radio. He describes his temper as pathological, a disease that made him totally irrational.
I had a large camping knife, and I tried to stab him in the abdomen. And fortunately, under his clothing, he had on a large metal belt buckle, and the knife blade struck with such force that it broke.
It was, he says, a pivotal point in Carson's life, depicted in a TV movie.
Benny, what did you do?
But then an epiphany. Carson says he quelled his anger with prayer.
I locked myself in the bathroom and started contemplating my life and realizing that I would never realize my dream of becoming a physician with a temper like that.
From that day forward, Carson says he was a changed man, now on a course from poverty in Detroit to world-famous neurosurgeon.
I've never had another angry outburst since that day.
But that early picture of violence is not recognizable to some who grew up with Carson.
I was shocked. I was surprised because he was just, he was quiet and calm.
CNN reporters Maeve Reston and Scott Glover tracked down 10 schoolmates and neighbors. None challenged Carson's story directly. Only one said they'd heard vague rumors about one of the incidents, but all said this was not the boy they knew.
I was really surprised when I read he tried to stab someone. I'm like, what? Does it fit with the guy who you knew? That kind of activity? No.
The campaign has refused repeated requests from CNN to help find witnesses or the victims Carson mentions only by first name, telling CNN it was a, quote, witch hunt. CNN has been unable to locate witnesses or victims.
I associate him with a lot of things, but never stooping to the level of a common street thug. So I was a little surprised by it.
Timothy McDaniel says he was one of Carson's closest childhood friends. He says he raised it with Carson after the book came out.
I said, man, you hid it from us all those years. And he said he was just too embarrassed to even talk about it. I was surprised at some of the things he said, but, he said them honestly, and I believed everything he told me.
Joe Johns, CNN, Washington.